Okay, hello everyone, this is Hani again and welcome to a new lesson on Java. Today we're going to write our first program and understand each part of the code. So we're going to do this in two ways. One using just Netbeans, which is super easy, and the other way is just use the manual way to write our code in a notepad or any word processor and then compile it using the command window. So let's start with the Netbeans. So as you can see, it's open here and it's ready to run. So I'm going to file and then new project from here, or from this menu, the second icon. So file, new project, and then I'm going to start a project with Ant. Ant is a build system, so I'm going to use it for now. I can use Maven and Gradle, but for now I'm going to use Ant. So Java application and next. Here I'm going to write the name of the project. So I'm going to call it demo, and it's located in this place. Actually, you can change and browse to another place if you want. Also, if you look here, you see that a main class is being created for you. So this is a way how classes are referred to. So you have here demo with small letters. This is a package name, right? And dot and then the class name. So I'm going to rename that. So for the package, I'm going to call it src for now, or you can call it something different. And for the class, I'm going to call it main. Why I'm calling it main? Basically because I'm going to add the main method inside it. So finish. Then we have a package. This is a package on the left, and this package is a source package. And then we have a file named main.java. Okay, and this is a file. When we open it, we are having this code. The name before the extension, which is main, must be the same name as a class. So the class is main, and the file is main.java, right? And then the package could be anything. I'm going to ignore these two lines for now. I mean, this part of the code should be used for writing the license, so I'm going to just delete it for now, right? And then the basic part of the code is here. Okay, so this is the most essential part of the code. So package is a keyword, and then src is a name of the package. So when we do that, we are creating a package if it's not created yet. So we are creating a package, and this package is named src, right? And then we have in Java, just like C++, you have to end your statement by a semicolon. We use a keyword package and then the package name to create a package. This line from 3 to 6, this is a documentation comment. I'm going to speak about this in a bit. After that, we write our first class. So a class is written in this way. So public class main, and we open the curly braces and then we end it. So whenever you have a curly brace open, we need to end it by another brace, right? And between that, we write our code. And for a program to run, we need to have a main method. And the main method is written this way. So public static void main, and then it takes some arguments as a string, and it's called args, right? And here there is a comment again, so I'm going to delete that. So in Java, you have 3 types of comments. The first one is this one. Okay, just 2 slashes. These 2 slashes are used so that everything comes up to the end of this line is a comment. That's all. You can write basically anything here, okay? And it's not going to be shown to the compiler. So when you want to do that for a single line, you have the single line comment, just 2 slashes. Now, if you want to have a multi-line comment, it's going to be like that. So you start with a slash and then star, and then write whatever you want. And then you can copy that and use it in as many lines as you want, and then end that with star slash. So everything between that, it's a comment. And when you have a comment like that, it's not readable by the compiler. So it's nothing, basically. Okay. So this is a second way to write comment in Java. The third way is a way that is written here. a slash and then a star and another star. But when you end it with a star slash. When you download Java or when you download JDK, you actually download other programs. So one of them is JavaDoc. JavaDoc is Java documentation engine. And whenever it sees this kind of comment here, like slash double stars and then ends with a star and slash, JavaDoc is going to create documentation with this kind of information. So like the author or some information about the functions, like here, for example, those are going to be created with the JavaDoc. So whenever you want something to be documented, you need to have this kind of comment here. Okay. So for now, I'm going to delete that, all of that, and then we're going to start writing our code. Java is a fully object-oriented programming language. That means any code you're going to run inside Java must be within a class. This class is defined just like that. So you have public here is called an access modifier. So I'm going to speak about it in another lesson. And then you have the class keyword and then the name of the class. And then you open the braces, curly braces, and write whatever you want here. Okay, so if we do that, if we just remove that from here, this is a perfect code. It's going to compile, but it's not going to run, right? So we can compile this, or you can build it from this button here. So it's going to build successfully. But if we want to run this, it's not going to run. Why it's not going to run? Because it doesn't have a main method. So let's create it. Public static void main. And then it's going to take some arguments. And that's it. Why we do that? Just understand that this is a method, and the body of this method, whatever code we want to write, we have to write it here inside the curly braces of the method. And this method is just written like that. Public is just written like that. Public static void main, and open the bracket and then string and 2 square brackets and then args. You can name it something different, it's fine. And then you close this bracket and you open the braces, curly braces, and you write your code inside. We're going to just leave it like that because we're going to cover functions in another lesson. But for now, you need to know when you create your first project, it must be like that. You are free to have a package or not, that's fine, but you have to have a class, public class main, and then, or public class, whatever name you want, and then open curly braces, but you have to have one function named main. And how to write it? You write it this way: public static void main, and then open the brackets, and then string square brackets args, and then curly braces. And here we're going to write our first code inside that. Right, so this is basically the way. So all the time we're going to have a main method inside a class. This class, we can call it main as well with capital N, or we can call it something different. It's fine, right? So I'm going to write the first statement here. So system.out.println. This function basically, or this call println, is writing to the output, and it writes whatever comes here. So I'm going to write anything. For example, my name is, and then I'm going to write my name for now. Okay, so this is going to be my first code. I'm going to run it. So first I can build it and then run it, or just run it. It will build for me. So now you can see here on the screen that I should say my name is Hani. My name is Hani. And then when you run it, you'll see here, my name is Hani, and this message saying build successful, right? So this is our first program, and this is how to write just a single statement to the output. I'm going to show you something different. I'm going to use another function, which is the same, almost, but it's system.out.print. This is my first. And then I'm going to write it again, system.out.print, and here I'm going to write program. So println is going to write this statement here, whatever comes here, in a single line, and then go to the second line and wait to write something different to the output. And then after that, in the next line, it's going to write this statement, but it will not go to the next line. It's going to stay in this line, then write this statement again. Okay, so let's run and see. So as you can see here, my name is Hani is just written here in this line, and then after the cursor is being here, when I call, because I called println, the cursor goes to the next line. After that, it's going to write this is my first here, just like here, and then the cursor stays here because it's not println, it's a regular print, and then starts to print the next statement or next two words. So it's actually space and then program, and then after that it's going to stay in the same line. And as you can see, the build message is just written after that. If we want the build message to be written in another line, then we just add a line here. This is our first program. I'm going to show you what happens behind the scene and how difficult to run this or to do that without Netbeans. I'm going to create a new file here. So this file is going to be a text file, just a single text file, and I'm going to call it a name with an extension, and this extension is going to be Java, right? This file is going to contain the class, the main class. Main class here, I just named it main, right? But it has to have the main method, right? So we have a main class, and then inside that we are going to have a main method. So I'm going to name it main, right? So main.java, right? And then after that, I'm going to open it or edit it with Notepad, just a very simple application. And here I'm going to paste what I copied from the Netbeans code. So if we want to write some code, again, public class main, and then open the curly braces, and then we have to have a main method, which is written this way, and inside this main method, this is our code. I'm not going to create a package for now, and you will know why soon. But for now, I'm just going to keep this code like that and then save the file. I have to save it whenever I make any changes, I have to save, right? Save. Now go to the search of the Windows and just write CMD. CMD will search for the command prompt, and then when you open it, it will be on this location here, the default location. You need to move to this location. So that's on D. Okay, I'm going to copy that, and then first I'm going to write this command, the drive where I want to go. So I want to go to D, and then CD stands for change directory, and then copy that. So now I'm here, okay, in Java code. Now what I'm going to do is using Javac. And what is Javac? Javac, when you install JDK, the Java Development Kit, it comes with several programs. Those several programs include Javac, or Java C stands for Java compiler, and also the Java virtual machine, okay? And those you're going to use if you want to compile and run your Java programs, right? So for now, I'm going to use Javac, okay, or Java C. I need to write the file name here. So it's going to be main.java. Now it's compiled without any problems because we actually copied that from here, and here it doesn't show any code issues. So we're going to get back to the folders that we have. You can see here that a new file was created. This file is main.class, and you can see that it shares the same name as the Java file main. So main.java, and then a created file main.class, right? And then we want to run this file. So if you want to run that, so we are calling the program Java that comes with JDK, and then we write the file name without the .class extension. Okay, so Java main, and you can see here it gives the same output. So my name is Hani, and then this is my first program, and that's it. So this is how you write your code outside Netbeans or any other IDE. You just need a notepad, and that's it. And then you need the Java tools to compile your code and then to run it. And this is just the exact same thing. The only thing is that here, to do that, you have to do some work, extra work. For example, to create a package, you have to have a separate folder for that, and then with the same package name. And then if you want your code to contain other classes from different files, then it's going to be a bit complicated. And that's why we use something like Netbeans with the Ant build, because it facilitates this for you. And this is just to show you the motivation why we use Netbeans. This is the end of this lesson. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me again in another lesson of Java. Thank you.